A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back once again to Gaming with KaijuForceNeo. And if you guys wanted me to be specific, well, this is Season 4 of Gaming with KaijuForceNeo, because I've already gotten through 3 seasons within the past 2.5 years. Not to mention I've gotten through so much. More than 400 episodes I managed to release in about 2.5 years. Which is pretty impressive. But you know what? Right now I'm back in Octavius Laboratories. I've already been there at least a few times in this game already. Perhaps Octavius Laboratories holds, you know, what could happen later on in the game.
How does it work? Just like a natural.
I mean, it is, you know, the workplace for Peter Parker, but wow. Okay, so it looks like Otto and Peter are going to help this person with a prosthetic limb. Oh, wow. The prosthetic limb was able to grab onto that cup.
Hey.
Not bad.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
What in the world?
This site's been declared a safety hazard.
What?
Stop that right
Oh my
now.
gosh, what is going
This is
on?
highly sensitive equipment.
They're taking stuff from the laboratory.
I'm calling the mayor's office directly.
That ain't
Peter
right.
Parker, how the hell are you?
Speak of the devil.
What?
Mr. Osborn.
Oh, please. How long
That's
have we
Norman
known each
Osborn?
other? It's Mr. Mayor.
Oh my gosh. I liked
It's
William
Norman.
Dafoe
Norman.
as
Norman, what do you
Norman
think you're
Osborn
doing?
more than this. Are you kidding
The
me?
grant agreement you signed has strict safety provisions.
Norman looks too
This isn't
much
our first
like a
violation.
mayor compared to William
Those were
Dafoe's version.
excused.
By me.
Dafoe's
We should
Osborn
have
really
confiscated
looks
this
like
equipment long ago.
the type who would
But I've had a
research
breakthrough.
and study.
Thank
But
you
this
for
Osborn
your
is running
great
for mayor, of
service
course.
to our country. These
Oh, well, at
folks
least
will
this
escort
Osborn
you
cares a
to
lot about
Oscorp
other people
Robotics,
with
where you'll receive
prosthetic
the
limbs.
latest in prosthetics. No
So you know what? I don't
This
know
isn't
what's
about
happening now.
safety infractions, is it?
Although I'll just let you
I'm
watch the rest of
trying
this
to
whole
help
thing
you,
and probably
Arnold.
watch me play some more of
Free to
Spider-Man here
continue your
without
work
any interruptions.
in a secure environment.
At Oscorp.
You always were the smartest guy in the room.
You haven't changed a bit.
Neither of you. Hey, Peter. Harry will be coming back from Europe early next year. Maybe the two of you can start that business you always talked about. This is opportunity knocking.
Easy. They didn't take everything. Maybe we could start over.
Peter. There's no we. Without the grant from the city, I can no longer pay you. I need some time to think. If I were you, I'd look for a new job.
Wish I could do something to help Doc. Maybe call Harry. Ask him to talk to his dad. No. Norman never listens to Harry. He even tried to kill funding for his research stations. Hey, one of those stations is nearby. Should see how they're doing while Harry's in Europe. Must be some way to help Doc. I'll think of something. Harry left me a message about these before he left for you.
Pete, hey, I need a favor. My mom's pet project was research stations that could benefit the public. Now, I launched them, but now that I'm away, Oscorp's gonna shut them down unless they prove their value. I was hoping you could watch them. I left details in each one. Thanks, man. As long as they're here, it's like a part of my mom is, too.
Well, it's not gonna pay the bills, but it sounds like it means a lot to him. I'll do what I can to help.
Spider-Man, Shocker has escaped, and now he's robbing a bank on East 31st.
What happened? I thought he was behind bars.
He was, but one of the guards just walked up to his cell and released him, then gave him his...
I've got a couple stations measuring air pollution. The idea is to catch the, what's the word, contaminants before they reach toxic levels. Between you and me, I think Oscorp wants this to fail because it might show they're polluting.
The amount of polycyclic hydrocarbons in the air is way too high. And rising. If it keeps getting worse, people could die. The particles are concentrating in trouble spots, like mini clouds of smog. I'll swing through them and get samples, then trace them to the source. Nasty as they are, I gotta swing right through those clouds. For these clouds to be visible to the naked eye, the level of toxins must be up there.
So right now it's been 7.5 minutes. As you can see here, it looks like I've gotten a mission relating to locating some particles in smog.
And gotcha.
My gosh. Yeah, the environment seems to be getting out of hand here in the state of Yorker. And yes, I just called it Yorker, not New York, as you guys would
Good stuff.
recognize
Well,
it
good
as,
samples of
but
bad stuff anyway.
that's only because I've got many reasons why. Good reasons, that is. But anyhow, though, I mean, look at all this smog right here. That is a ton. Wow.
Got it.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That is just... That is a hazardous way to live out your life.
Feels like I'm breathing from a tank.
Biologically, smog is probably one of the worst things ever to come around in modern day society.
I must be freaking these people out. What
I mean,
else is
sure, we could probably detect any particles that are found in smog, but I mean, why would you even want to have things that can propel smog into the atmosphere to begin with? Well, why am I asking you guys? So, I feel like Spidey here is just going to keep going around, finding as much smog clouds as possible.
And a faulty smoke.
Okay.
I better get photos.
Just going to keep swinging around, going through them, probably coughing things up along the way. Okay, now there's some more spots where I can get smog, and then, well, Spidey here could probably, you know, study where the smog is coming from and how it can be stopped. So I guess I'll just let you guys watch the rest of this whole thing take place, as well as some more stuff along the way.
The toxins coming from 2 types of cars, and a faulty smokestack. I better get photos. Best smokestack picture I ever took. hot stuff coming through. Great light on that one. Perfect. The Department of Environmental Protection will take it from here. Maybe I should make a green spider costume for Earth Day. Well, Harry's station just stopped a public health crisis. Oscorp's gonna have a hard time arguing it's not useful. Hey Yuri, I'm back. What's this about Shocker robbing a bank? Wasn't he just locked up?
He was. But one of the guards just walked up to his cell and released him, then gave him his suit back.
I knew Shocker was working for someone. What did you get out of the guard?
Wish I could ask him, but he's dead. Whoever made him release Shocker didn't want any loose ends.
Damn.
Looking at the security footage, the guard was in some kind of trance. And it might have been the lighting, but it looked like his eyes were glowing.
Well, that's creepy. Okay, I'll see what I can get out of Shocker when I get to the bank.
All units. Peter, I've been looking into the demons. Sounds like they've quietly established a power base in the vacuum left by Fisk.
A vacuum I created by putting Fisk away. Jameson was right. Demons are my fault.
But what were you supposed to do? Let Fisk keep godfathering?
Herman! Long time no see. Hey, I'm no lawyer, but I'm pretty sure that's a parole violation. Oops, guess we're stuck in here for a while. Want to play 20 questions? No? How about we thumb wrestle? Okay, face punch it is. Whoa! Your gauntlets are all digital now, aren't they?
Have it your way. You wanna fight? Let's fight!
Man, can't wait to put you back behind bars so we can talk science. Remember our first fight? Me so young and stupid, you just stupid.
You are...
Why are you doing this, Herman?
Because if I don't, they'll kill me!
Nope, gotta try something else. Coming your way! If you come clean, I can help you!
You really wanna help me? Just let me have the money!
Sorry, not gonna happen. First fight, me so young and stupid, you just stupid.
You talk too much!
Well, that's a matter of opinion? I mean, are there any standard metrics for how much talking one should do? And who determines the ideal ratio of talking versus not talking? Also, how would you measure it? Words per minute? Syllables per second? Or is it... Okay, now I can do some real damage. Why are you doing this, Herman?
Because if I don't, they'll kill me! Stand still!
Catch! If you come clean, I can help you!
You really want to help me? Just let me have the money!
Sorry, not gonna happen.
Gotcha!
For our first fight, me so young and stupid, you just stupid!
You talk too much!
Okay, now I can do some real damage. Why are you doing this, Herman?
Because if I don't, they'll kill me!
This one's gonna hurt. If you come clean, I can help you.
You really want to help me? Just let me have the money!
Sorry, not gonna happen.
Quit now for your own good!
You know, people don't use banks anymore. You're lucky you found actual cash. If you really want to rob banks, try day trading. It's all the rage. Wait. Oh, no! Oh, come on, Herman! If you tell me who you're working for, I can help you cut a deal.
If I talk, I'm dead! They made that very clear!
If you tell me who you're working for, I can help you cut a deal.
If I talk, I'm dead! They made that very clear!
Okay, catch this one with your face! You're freaking me out, Herman. It's not like you to be afraid of people.
Not even sure these guys are people! Could be anything under those masks!
Wait, did you say masks? These mask guys, what do they want the money for?
Don't know! Don't care! As soon as I finish the job, I'm gone! Give up before you really get hurt!
Give up now and we can protect you!
No way! You ain't see what I see! You son of a...
Okay, last chance to give up. This time I really mean it!
Quit moving!
Okay, I was kidding before. Now is your last chance. Okay, last chance to give up. This time I really mean it.
Quit moving!
Okay, I was kidding before. Now is your last chance. Seriously.
Die!
Okay, last last chance to give up. This time I really mean it. Okay, I was kidding before. Now is your last chance. Seriously. Sorry, Herman. You brought this on yourself. Literally.
So right now it's been about 21 and a quarter minutes, but I just can't say much. I feel like this game, though, is actually pretty nice. You know, despite the fact that, well, I've come across a lot of freaky things around here, it just doesn't really occur to me the fact that sometimes it's not really worthwhile to disagree with a lot of things here about the game's potential and functionality. But you know what? I feel like I got a few things going on here.
Good work.
So,
We have a special cell waiting for him at the road.
alright.
We'll make sure he stays behind.
Just currently climbing up the building right here.
Also, I'm pretty sure he was working for the Demon Gang.
Demon Gang? Sounds like a Daily Bugle headline.
Okay, just continue whipping webs here. Whip, 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 whip.
Not sure I'd
That actually does sound like a good tongue twister, even though I didn't really stumble in places like some people would.
Demon, guys with masks?
Let me get back to you. By the way,
Alright,
how much of a mess did you
going
make
across the
inside that
park
bank?
there. It's not Central Park though.
Shouldn't have asked.
Look at that, really close to the street. And Spidey probably could have tumbled along.
Time to catch up on what I've been missing out.
But you know what? Look at that. I managed to make my way up to another one of those towers that needs a repair. So I'm going to fix this one up. The more towers I fix, the more I'm able to get of any missions. So right now, okay, it looks like I got another one functioning. Wow. That's a lot of things to look out for here in the States. At least in the game, that is. Probably not real life. Oh wow. Thank you guys.